Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Good morning, USA. Yo 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 yo. Jess Hilarious.
Wake that ass up, y'all.
Charlamagne is running a little late, and it's Friday. Hey. Yes, it's Friday. The weekend is here. Damn it. What's up, Jess?
What's up, y'all?
How
You
you
ready?
feeling?
Listen, little twinkle toes having ass. You ready? It's
That's
dance
right.
season. Them girls race step.
Yo, you don't understand how serious this dance thing is, man.
I
Let me tell
do.
you.
You
know,
are
a lot
excited.
of people get ready and excited when their kids play football, basketball, baseball, soccer, and I do as well. But we take this dance thing serious.
Yes,
like
y'all
my
do.
daughters train 6 days a week, 4 or 5 hours a day.
Woo.
So when I come to this dance competition, I'm ready for war.
Ready.
I get my kids up right now. They up at 5 o'clock getting ready because we got to start our push-ups. We got to start our stretching. We got to
Okay.
start everything because at 7 o'clock when we start. Oh, it's war. Mean face, grimy. I'm grilling everybody. All dance moms, get out my way because I'm grilling you.
Oh my God. That's what's up, man. I know they're gonna kill it. Yo, you know what I'm looking for? I need a vajacial. I need somebody that
You
can
need
do
a
real
vagina
good
what?
vajacials. Yeah, so it's like a vagina facial. You know what I'm saying? You know when you lay back and you get a regular facial and they do the moisturization, they get everything, all that stuff out your skin or whatever.
Yes.
Get your acne under control. They do the same thing for vaginas, right? And so, but every waxing place does not provide that as an extra service, but there are some, I don't even know what you would call them. They not cosmetologists. My little sister is in that profession, but whatever. They do facials and all of that, but they definitely cater to like your acne down there on the vajayjay and all of that. Like
You
they
got
get all
acne
the
on your pum-pum?
ingrowns
If you
out.
have acne on your
Pimples
vagina,
on your pom
From, no,
Yeah, that
please,
is
shut
crazy.
Up. Just shut up.
crazy.
From
That is
ingrowns,
crazy.
like ingrowns. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
say
think you need
that.
a
Don't say
facial.
acne on your
That's what it is.
pom-pom.
That's
think,
all
yeah.
the ingrown bump is
I
acne.
think it's pus on your pom pom.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm
please,
thinking. I'm thinking a little
no,
gonorrhea or
I
something.
don't think ingrowns and acne the same.
It is ingrown. A bump is a bump, and bump is a part
You
of
got
acne.
waxed yesterday or something?
No, that's what I'm trying to get. But I told him.
I got waxed yesterday.
Come on, man.
I did.
Come
It
on,
was my
for
6
that.
week mark. That's why I thought y'all. Yeah, I got waxed
Nah,
yesterday.
you just too early for that.
No, but I was saying, like, you know how you get a regular facial? Some of these waxing parlors, they offer it as an extra service to give you a vajacial. Basically, they give your vagina like a makeover, like the pubic part.
They're giving you a
of the
facial because you
ingrown.
got pimples on your pom pom.
No, I
It's like,
don't.
you
I
know
got
what?
ingrowns. I got
You got
ingrowns.
pimples on your
silly.
poom poom.
Whatever we do for the zits on your face, we
Oh,
might need to do
God.
for the zits on your
It ain't no
pom-pom.
zit
That's
on it.
crazy.
It's not a pom pom
wild.
zit.
Having
It's
zits on your
ingrowns.
zaza is crazy.
Oh, please. I did, look, so call up here for get it off your chest, y'all, so y'all can attest to having the same thing, some of y'all women and
Well,
men.
no, ingrown hairs I've heard of. I ain't never heard of acne on your pom pom.
That's what
Unless it was
that's
an
what I
STD.
think it is. That's what
Let
I
me
look.
Google
Oh,
that.
please. Acne is not STD related.
Acne on
Like,
the
come
vagina.
on.
Pimples on your poom
That's
poom
crazy.
sounds crazy.
I literally just walked in the room. That's the first thing I heard.
I
I
shouldn't
just thought
even
nothing
Friday
else.
have put this to work. I figured because I'm on the radio, I
Crazy.
can somebody reach out to me to do a vajacial, and then I got 2 ignorant classmates that I'm here with.
But that's what-
Mimi, another woman. You ever? Come on, hurry up and
Yeah,
sit down.
Mimi, you
Ask
just
her,
walked
ask her.
in. Mimi,
Ask
don't
her, ask
bombard
her.
Mimi with this now.
I need to. You ever had a vajacial? You know what a vajacial is, right? When you
No,
get
ask if
waxed
she had
and
pimples
they
on her
do.
No,
butt.
have you ever
I
had
never
acne
did.
on your pom pom?
You ever had ingrown, like ingrowns?
Yes.
Ingrown acne, yes.
You didn't say
I call it
ingrown.
You
acne.
said zits.
You
No,
said
I did not
you
say
said
the word
zit.
zit.
Yes, you
These
did.
niggas got
You
dementia.
said,
They
"I
are
got
wilding.
zits
I
on
never
my
said
vagina."
nothing.
That was crazy.
That was
I
crazy.
shouldn't even have brought it
All
up.
right. Well, let's
We
get the
having
show
a-
cracking.
Good morning.
It is Friday, all right? I want to start off the show with some 757 music. I want to send a rest in peace to Big B from the legendary morning show and legendary afternoon show, the Buddha Brothers. Started at the 757 when I was in college. I used to listen to them.
Yeah, Buddha Brothers, legendary.
Their legendary morning show. Big B passed away yesterday.
No, man.
Yeah, he did. So I just want to start the show and send love and condolences to family and friends and the whole 757. I mean, if it wasn't for them, they kind of created hip-hop morning radio in the 757. I remember when I was a kid in Hampton University and did my college radio, I would listen to them, and they would show me so much love. So let's start the show with some 757. What you got? Anything from the 757? Okay. All right. We'll start right there. It's the Clips. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Rest in peace, Big B. Let's get in some front page news. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing this
Peace,
morning?
Mimi Brown.
Good morning. So we start this morning with a government shutdown still on the table after talks collapsed late last night. So lawmakers, they were within reach of a deal to keep the government open, but the plan unraveled when Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, he stepped in and blocked the vote. Now, his objection stopped the package that would have funded most of the government through September with a 2-week extension for Homeland Security. Now, President Trump had already signed off on that deal. Senate leaders now plan to regroup and try again today, but that clock is tight. The measure still has to clear the Senate and then head back to the House, where action may not come until Monday, raising the chances of a brief government shutdown over the weekend. Now, this funding fight is happening as immigration enforcement, especially in Minnesota, remains under intense scrutiny. And federal officials, they now say they are working on a plan to scale back immigration operations in Minneapolis after 2 deadly shootings involving federal agents. Border Czar Tom Homan says enforcement will become more targeted. Let's listen to what he had to say.
I had a very good meeting with Attorney General Ellison, and he has clarified for me that county jails may notify ICE of the release dates of criminal public safety risks so ICE can take custody of them. And let me tell you why that's important. I know people are a lot concerned about the manpower has been sent in law enforcement manpower. Look, I've said this many times before. I've said it for the last several years. Give us access to the illegal alien public safety threat and the safety and security of a jail. This is common sense cooperation that allows us to draw down on the number of people we have here. Yes, I said it. Draw down the number of people here.
Well, President Trump later said that agents are not being pulled out, sending mixed messages that's drawing sharp criticism from Minnesota leaders. Senator Amy Klobuchar, she says that the federal presence is taking a toll, and she's calling for stronger accountability. Let's listen to what she had to say.
There are still 3,000 ICE agents in our state. There are still raids going on. I have no idea why he didn't announce today that this drawdown would begin and that they would continue to focus on fraud investigations or something that they had originally said was a reason. I literally could not believe that the president said this tonight. 50,000, I was there, 50,000 Minnesotans marched peacefully on a Friday, and the next morning, 6 federal agents, border control, couldn't handle one guy with a cell phone and shot him in the back.
Yeah, and so she's talking about that ICE out that happened in Minneapolis on that Friday. And so today there is a nationwide ICE out. It's with organizers. They are asking and urging people to hit pause, no work, no school, no shopping. They want you to do it as part of a nationwide shutdown. They're hoping to send a message to the Trump administration saying that, of course, we are unhappy with the immigration enforcement happening, not just in Minnesota, but all around the country.
So is that going to happen all around the country? Or is it
it's
just
for all around the country, yeah. They're asking everybody to take part. So they're asking if you can skip work to do so, keep kids at home from school, and avoid spending money today. If you can. So.
All right.
Don't try to hide your water now, just.
What?
I saw you trying to top that water.
I got this water last week.
And one last thing, you guys. President Trump is suing the IRS. Did you guys hear this?
Damn, I did.
He is suing the IRS for the leak of his tax information. So the lawsuit says the government didn't do enough to stop a contractor from stealing and sharing his tax information. So now he's suing for $10 billion in damages.
Hey, yo.
At this point,
10
I want
billion?
10
billion. At this point, all the richest, most powerful people in the world should just sit with Trump and say, how much would it cost for you to step down? How much would it take? Okay. Right. And we promise him no jail time, no legal issues.
He wants
just
revenge.
here, we need to pay you to go away.
But
okay.
The crazy part about all that is if he does win against the IRS, who gets the bill?
We do.
The American people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I said.
That's insane.
At this point, if you think Trump is doing anything except making himself wealthy, you are bugging. He is using the White House as his own personal trap house, and business is booming. You hear me? It is booming. Okay? Play grinding again for Trump. All right? Wow. Okay, he is your push-up. You hear me?
All right, y'all. Well, coming up at 7, a familiar name is making a move that could shake up politics. We'll talk about it in the 7.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1055. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast
Because
Club.
the vajacials, y'all, call in and let me know who can give the vajacials, because I have ingrowns that I need to get.
If you got bumpy
under
box,
control.
call us right now. You got a bumpy box, call us right now.
Hey, yo.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now, 800-585-1051.
Not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
This is Raymond.
Hey, Raymond.
He's Raymond.
Good morning.
Get it off your chest.
Man, I'm just sick and tired of adults acting like children, man.
Explain.
It's
What
very,
happened?
it's very crazy. I mean, I don't got to get into details, but I'm only 23 years old, and I feel like I'm pretty mature for myself. But, like, with some situations you go through in life and some people's opinions on it, it really blows my mind. It really does.
I get you.
Like,
I feel you.
I mean, I don't mean to get into detail and all, but like I said, I'm 23 years old, and then I went through cancer and chemo last year, and thank God I'm in remission.
God bless you. Absolutely.
And, thank you. And people just think it's a joke, you know what I mean? And it's really sad what the world's come to.
I don't
kind
know
of
anybody
friends-
that.
what
Yeah,
kind of
I don't know
friends you
anybody that
got?
think that's a joke, bro.
Yeah, what kind of friends you got to think that's a damn?
Yeah, what do you
Oh,
mean?
no,
What do
it's-
you mean a joke? Are they trying to make jokes to lighten the mood? Or are they just like, I don't know. Like,
Well,
what do you
no,
mean?
not even that. It's more family than anything, like family friends, like older people. Like my friends, I've cut my clique down to 2 people, man, and I'm cool with it.
Same.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how some people take some shit as a joke when they've never been through something like that. You know what I mean?
Nah, you're right.
I get it.
I still need to hear more context though, because I had a friend yesterday who, for the last 2 days, has just been finding it very funny that I got a bald head and all of this cold. And I had to remind her that you was bald headed a couple years ago because you had cancer. So so I had to remind her.
foul.
No,
Oh
that's
my
not foul.
God, what the hell
Because I had to
is
remind
wrong
her
with
because she
you?
was clowning me about being a bald head, and I was like, "Do you remember when you was bald headed?"
But that's what the hell we're calling up here about.
Yeah, her bald head was different than your bald head.
No, she shouldn't be clowning me about mine. So that's different. So I'm just trying to figure out what's the
100%,
context.
100%. I was bald too, man. No, 100%. I trust me. I got the joke to that too. But like some things is cool. You know what I mean? Like the joke about it keeps you positive. You know what I mean? Because being negative ain't cool. But like when you start being negative, or like throughout my whole process you weren't
talking to the
there,
wrong
and then
person,
you want to
bro.
make jokes. Like that's not cool.
Now
You know
that's
what I mean?
different. That's different. I get what he's saying. Can you give us an example of this one?
Oh my God.
Yeah, come on, man.
Please.
You hung up on damn, man.
come
Red,
on,
man.
and Red, that's what he talking about. Red, you know for real. Red just hung up on the man for no reason, man.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. But Charlamagne's that friend. You could be
He
going
is
through something.
crazy.
And he's the one that's going to crack a joke. Charlamagne is that guy.
First of all, I was minding my business yesterday, and she started texting me, clowning me about my bald head, sending me videos of like growth serum, some growth serum that grows your hair
Oh,
back.
wow.
So it's like, I'm like, oh, okay. Do you not remember? I literally said that. Don't you remember being bald headed just 2 years ago?
That is so
Her husband's
effed up.
cancer.
God
I don't
damn.
care.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus. Yours is genetics. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest,
Wake up.
whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now, 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Beverly. How are you this morning?
Good
Good morning,
Get it
Beverly.
off your chest, mama.
Well, this morning I'm really hurt about Nicki Minaj. We need to call these people out, whether they're black or white. I spent so much money supporting her. I don't understand what's going on with the United States. I was pissed with Nelly going, we got to stand up for something. Stand up for something. I've never been so hurt in my 70 years of living. What does it take? We've had people fight for our right, and to have someone get up there. It's money, everything. We need to call these artists out and keep our money in our pocket. I would never buy anything again that she supports. And we need to call them all out. I was so hurt. And
I'm
I am
so sorry,
really
Miss
upset.
Beverly.
Now, that's your choice, and you're right. You support these artists, and you got your, you can support them in any way you want. If they don't line with what you line with, you don't have to support them. But, Nicki Minaj, you can see she has some type of motivation. She was trying to get her.
She's trying to get citizenship.
Card. Yeah.
I would also tell you, too, you should focus on the people who are standing up against this administration. The people with platforms, the people with voices, like, you saw folks like Kerry Washington. I mean, there's always, so give them your energy,
Yeah, exactly. But we need to get it together. We're all in this together. And I appreciate your show, and I got up early in the morning so I can come and say this, and I thank your show for that.
Man, thank you very much. We appreciate you for listening.
And pray for our children. Children, please pray for our children.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She said, I ain't said to spend no goddamn money on no Kerry Washington. I spent money on Nicki Minaj.
Y'all don't ever feel crazy when y'all know that 70-year-old black woman be listening to us and we be talking like the way we talk?
I ain't gonna lie, yes. I was just flabbergasted that she's 70 and she was like, I spent a lot of money on Nicki Minaj. I'm like, damn, at 70?
I'm at the
Ask
point.
Loren that question. Ask Loren the question.
How much have you spent on Nicki Minaj?
No, I meant, do you have pimples?
Girl, what? Nothing.
You ever had...
I like her. I listen to the music.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. You just had a caller. My bad.
I heard you this morning.
Yes. Have you ever had a vajacial?
No, but I do know what you mean with ingrown.
With the ingrown, right?
I have a good a scrub that you should use, like a.
Thank you, Lord.
I never heard of exfoliating the vagina.
I just told you that.
I have really bad ingrowns too, but this scrub is like night and day. And there's an oil. It's a fur oil and it's a scrub that I'm gonna give you.
I got a wax yesterday. I was exfoliating this morning. You have to.
You're supposed to wait like 48 hours before you exfoliate.
No. She told me to exfoliate
my girl told me to wait.
See, and exfoliation seems like it'll scrape your skin off like down there.
No, you gotta use the right. You gotta use the right stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you some stuff.
Hello, who's this?
Acne is crazy though, Jess.
Shut up. I ain't say pimples.
Hey, I'm just sitting here eavesdropping on the whole conversation the whole time.
So you heard
this beat on. What up, everybody?
So
good morning.
What do you want?
You heard Jess say she got zits on her vagina.
No, I don't. I have ingrown, sir. Now, what do you want?
Bumps on the box.
Bumps on the box is
Pimples on the poom poom.
What's up, bro?
Hey, y'all wildin'. But look, I'm running one of the shows back right. Y'all had Trav on there. Y'all talking about J. Cole. Hey, I don't know, somehow the conversation talking about going from the top to the bottom. I'm like, hey,
yeah, you caught the end of the convo, right? It was crazy. They were saying J. Cole was the bottom, then now he might be the top.
I'm like, dog, y'all crazy.
It was a
Nobody
crazy.
paused that.
Well, you don't pause the gay, man. Trav is gay.
J. Cole ain't gay.
Trav is gay.
I know, it sounded crazy. No, Trav cool, but it sounded crazy. I ain't got nothing against Trav, but y'all funny, man. I was just calling it. That every time, man. Y'all have a good morning, man.
Appreciate you.
Have a good one. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got the latest with Loren coming up.
Yes, we do. So y'all know how we talked about the Grammys and D'Angelo's son, his junior, not being invited to that tribute that Lauryn Hill was going to do.
Yeah, tell him, Loren. Tell him how your voice got him an invite. Let's flex.
The CEO of the Grammys listens to the Breakfast Club, and they called me yesterday. So we're going to get into the conversation and what might happen from now on.
Well, now, if the CEO listens, you were trying to get a ticket, couldn't get a ticket. Did you get a ticket?
She wasn't trying to get a ticket. She was trying to work the red carpet.
I was trying to work the red carpet and attend, but I didn't feel like we'll get into the conversation about me attending.
You better have asked. All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're talking LL Cool, babe.
Yeah, I'm not dumbing myself down. I'm being myself.
That source is trusted.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and everybody.
The little brown girls look at you and go, I want to be like you.
Take me through that, take me through that.
Where's she going? The latest with Loren
Take me
LoRosa
through that, take me through that.
on the Breakfast Club.
LL Cool, babe.
Talk to me.
All right, guys. So, good morning, first of all.
Good morning, love.
So, the Grammys are going down this Sunday, February 1st. And yesterday, we talked about the fact that they had announced that Lauryn Hill would be doing a tribute for D'Angelo and Roberta Flack. Now, I had reached out to D'Angelo's son, Michael Archer Jr., and I was just trying to get like a statement of like, how do you feel about it? And, and he told me he wasn't invited and he wanted to, just express that it would have been nice to have been invited. So, the CEO of the Grammys listens to the Breakfast Club. His name is Harvey J. Mason Jr. And so he listens to the Breakfast Club. And yesterday, his team called me and they were like, hey, is this Lauren from the Breakfast Club? We are really trying to get in contact with Michael. They say that they've been trying to get in contact with him for some time, but were unable to. And they saw our segment yesterday and found out a way to get in contact with me because I reached out for that statement and wanted to be connected with him. So I did connect them. I do know that they spoke. They had a conversation. I told you guys before that Michael said he was open to attending, but when I talked to him a bit after, he kind of didn't seem as like gung-ho.
Excited,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But after they spoke, I called him back and I also called the Grammys back to see kind of where the conversation ended. And Michael told me that he wanted to keep the conversation private because it was a very personal conversation, but that he will keep us updated because they will be in LA for the Grammy weekend. So there will be an update there, but he didn't want to share the actual conversation with
Go
me.
ahead and
so
go, Michael. And drop on the clues bombs for Loren LoRosa, okay? You know what I'm saying? You just out here being a good Samaritan.
Connecting the
dots.
dots.
Michael telling you things and you expressing that over the radio, and then they reaching out to you. Now you connecting dots. But Michael, you need to go to the Grammys, okay?
Yeah,
if you want to be there, don't let your pride get in the way just because they didn't reach out to you initially. Because I felt like yesterday was probably just some type of oversight.
Yeah, I mean, and I want to say at the time that the CEO's team had called me, Michael, he wanted to make sure I knew. He said, listen, I want you to know no invite was sent my way. I don't care what nobody calls you and says, because now he said that a lot of people were reaching out to him because of our segment. He said now everybody's reaching out. I don't want nobody trying to change his story. Nothing had happened. But I think it's admirable that they are trying to fix whatever was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I think
go celebrate your father, Mike.
Now, what about you on the red carpet?
So I still don't know yet. I think I'm about 80% sure that I'll be there on the red carpet.
Okay. So then what you should do is you should ask Michael to hit them for you.
I didn't think it was the right place or time to insert myself into that. You know what I mean?
No, yes it was.
Yeah, now today,
you should have.
They listening.
Yo, by the way.
Yeah.
Now today is a good time. Yes, we are trying to confirm me for the red carpet of Grammys to be out there doing some interviews and all of the things. So please keep me posted. Now another thing too, real quick on the Grammys before we go to another subject. I did ask yesterday, was Angie Stone going to be honored? Because that was also a topic of conversation. They told me that they cannot confirm it, but they also cannot say that it's not happening because it's a moving and live tribute. But of course they are aware that that happened this year as well too. But they said that they keep that open until literally like right up until it goes live, because anything can happen where people can pass away. So just because they haven't made a big announcement about anything doesn't mean it's not happening, is what they said to me.
Rest in peace to Angie Stone and D'Angelo.
Yes,
I would like to see tributes to both of them.
They deserve it.
Let me ask you a question. Just on the side note, does Loren tribute John Forte as well? Because he passed away recently. He was really, really connected to the Fugees and wrote so many records for them.
That would be amazing. I mean, sometimes too, it's like they have the performances, which is like the bigger tribute, but then you might get like there's names and photos that flash on like the screen.
We got to be honest here. The Grammys are also still a business, so the way they're going to look at it is who is the bigger artist. That's just the reality of the situation. I know that's not right, but that's the reality of the situation. They're going to want to do a tribute for the bigger artists.
I think you was
rest in peace to
asking-
John Forte.
I think Envy, you were asking because Lauryn Hill's going to be there.
Yeah,
doing
because
the
Lauryn Hill's
tribute, right,
performing,
and
he was so connected and part of that group. I just wondered, how do you navigate that? But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, well, in other music news, Kanye West is headed to perform in Mexico City at the Monumenta Plaza.
I know, that's right.
Yeah, so he'll be there January 30th and 31st, and we've been having some What, Envy?
I said, you heard how hype she just got to Mexico City. You know that's right.
Shut up.
It's that how I'm feeling.
Yes, he ready to give it up over there.
So we had announced first here that we knew that Kanye West's Bully album was not going to be coming out this week, and then I saw Rolling Stone do the story after we did. But I saw an interesting article yesterday that mentioned Gamma and Larry Jackson. Remember we had talked about and confirmed that Kanye West had got this big label distribution deal situation, right? But basically the Wall Street Journal was talking about what Larry Jackson had to go through before he signed Kanye West, and he says that Larry Jackson sat down with both Jewish and black employees at Gamma before signing Kanye, and the reason why they got behind him is because they believe the music that we're about to hear is with music with positive messaging, according to the people present that were able to listen to Bully. So when that does come, I guess there will be some positive music. I know you were told, Charlamagne, wait for the Grammy weeks, wait for all these things to happen to see what goes down.
As far as what? Oh yeah,
Kanye.
I mean, yes. People, like I said, the best apology is change behavior, right? So people want to see how Kanye is going to react to the Clips winning a rap album of the year, or album of the year, or Kendrick winning an album of the year. Remember, he went on these crazy rants, last time. So people are just saying, let's just see if he's really in a different headspace.
Yeah,
that's what people that know him have said to me.
Yeah, well, he's not nominated, so he's
he wasn't. That's my point. He wasn't nominated last year. He was just hating.
He wasn't. Oh,
dang.
No,
he was nominated last year.
And if you got music dropping and you doing all these things, Grammy time is the time to make some noise if you're going to do it. I don't think that he will though. I think it'll mess up everybody that's standing behind him. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, as we wrap in this next hour, we are going to talk about 50 Cent and some more trouble that the Breakfast Club has started. When we had Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder up here.
What trouble did we start?
We're going to talk about it in the next latest because...
If anybody started trouble, it's Yayo loud ass. That was him, yo.
We said Lloyd Banks are fab, and now 50 getting everybody mad at 50 online, and we're going to get into the conversation.
All right. And Charlamagne, donkey today. What you doing today for the donkey?
Oh, it's Friday, so we do the people's donkey. So if you want to call in and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid, you can do it right now. 1-800-585-1051. Call up and you can give somebody the biggest hee-haw.
All right. When we come back, we got front page news, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. Now, don't forget, tomorrow night is the fight at the Garden. Now, are y'all going? Are y'all watching?
I'm definitely watching. I'm getting tickets for Eli. Eli wants to go, but yeah, I'm definitely watching. Shakur Stevenson versus Ciofalo Lopez.
I told you I wanted to go. You're going to say you're getting tickets for Eli.
Damn.
I want
to go.
Yo, I did. I said I want tickets too.
Oh, all right.
I'll have to do it for like a week. She wanted to go.
Yeah, but Eli been asking for a year. Eli been on my head. I'm talking about every day. Me and Eli will be talking about something else, and right before he get off the phone, he be like, Charlamagne, the fight is on Saturday. Fight's on January 31st. Okay, I got.
Yeah, he deserved to get in there first.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great fight. I don't think there's an underdog in this fight. I'm going for Shakur Stevenson.
I was going to say who y'all got.
I think
Shakur is going to take it out, but there's no underdogs in this fight. Let's be clear.
All right, well, let's get into front page news. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing this morning?
Hey, girl.
Good morning. Okay, so we start this hour with President Trump making his position on housing clear. So he says that he wants home prices to go up and not down. So speaking during a cabinet meeting, President Trump said his goal is to make it easier to buy a home without lowering prices, a stance that could have a major implication for affordability, especially for first-time home buyers. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Existing housing, people that own their homes, we're going to keep them wealthy. We're going to keep those prices up. We're not going to destroy the value of their homes so that somebody that didn't work very hard can buy a home. We're going to make it easier to buy. We're going to get interest rates down. But I want to protect the people that for the first time in their lives feel good about themselves. They feel like that they're wealthy people. And I want them to understand it. There's so much talk about, we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down. I want to drive housing prices up.
Is that a good thing or bad thing, Envy? What is it? Housing prices are up, but what is it? Interest rates are down?
You don't want to drive, housing prices down because that means the price that you pay for your house, you're actually losing equity. Mm-hmm. But you don't want to put into a position where you're driving prices up and people can't afford it. Like, it should be what the market is, but you don't want to get to a point where people can't afford to purchase a home, right? Because right now, even if you try to, purchase your first home, you're looking at, in certain cities, $150,000, $200,000, right? Mm-hmm. But that means you got to put 20% down in most cases, 10% if you get a first-time home on, or 5% if it's a first-time home buyers thing. But you don't want to drive prices up when people can't afford it, and that's pretty much what he said. That's not right.
But what if the prices are going up? And he's saying that he's bringing the interest rates down.
Interest rates down. That's amazing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's great.
Is it worth it if the housing prices go up and interest rates come down? I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I think it's a little bit of both because, during COVID, interest rates were 2% sometimes, 3%. And people were able to get their first home and not have to pay a lot. That's how Mercedes got her first home, because interest rates were so cheap. But now you're talking 6-7%. Like, it's a lot right now. It's a lot for somebody to get in a home.
Yeah. I think what people are saying is this is coming as housing costs. They are high. They said the median home price is above $430,000, and they said it's expected to keep going up. And they said the problem though is that wages aren't growing. So while everything else is getting high, people just still can't afford it because wages aren't growing. So.
Yeah, and you got to help people. Like, people don't have the money to put down on a house, right? You're paying rent. You're living check to check. If somebody was able to help them and say, you know what, you don't have to put this down, put it on the back end or something like that, it will help people be able to own a home. But right now, it's very difficult for people.
Yeah, for sure. And we're also watching the White House today. President Trump is expected to announce his pick for the next chair of the Federal Reserve. Now, that decision may play a role in what we were just talking about, what those interest rates will look like. And, of course, that will decide borrowing costs for home buyers and what that looks like. So
I think the interest rates now are somewhere in the 6s right now, or 5.9, 6.1, 6.2. Somewhere in there?
It is.
Yeah, you get it down to 3% where people can afford it. Oh my gosh, you will have a lot more people buying their first homes.
Yeah.
That's what's up though. Because then that's like taking the good with the bad. I mean, taking the bad with the good, right? If he raises the housing is going to go up, but the interest rates go down, I usually hear people are not satisfied with interest rates, like no matter how much the houses are. So,
well, we will see what happens with that. And here's another story that's getting a lot of attention this morning. A hip hop legend is stepping away from the sidelines and possibly heading into Capitol Hill. So Uncle Luke Campbell is stepping away from high school football as he considers a run for Congress in Florida.
Wow.
Let's listen to that.
I'm thinking about running for Congress. I wouldn't be getting into this if I haven't heard from you. So I want to know what your concerns are. I want to know how can I help you. Before I make this decision on February 15th, I want to talk to you because it's not about me, it's about you. So DM me. I would love to come to your house, Civic Center, the park, wherever it may be. Just holler at your boy, and I'll be there.
100% agree with that.
Already starting off right.
Anyone who thinks that's far-fetched, they don't listen to Uncle Luke. Okay, Uncle Luke is a public servant. He is involved in his community. He has invested in generation after generation of kids. He loves his city. I listen to Luke and his political opinions and takes. He got his boots on the ground. He would be incredible in Congress.
I think so too.
Well, if he runs, he would be challenging Democratic Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick in Florida's 20th district. Now, that seat has been under scrutiny because she was charged last year with allegedly misusing FEMA funds, and making illegal campaign contributions. So she's scheduled to be arraigned next month. But of course, he's no stranger to politics, like you just said. He ran for mayor of Miami-Dade back in 2021. So
it seems like everybody get in trouble doing that, like misusing funds. That seems like what everybody be getting in trouble for.
Yeah, well.
The funny thing is when somebody tries to bring up Uncle Luke's past, don't act like you wasn't popping that poom to doo-doo brown. Okay? Don't act like you ain't never scrubbed the ground to start. So cut it out. All right? You was right there with us. Okay?
Well, as you was scrubbing the ground.
Yeah, I used to put my hands up high my back, now low and hydraulic to the floor.
Yeah, he still do it now. Every once in a while, he still do it.
And as you just heard, though, he will make that final decision by February 15th. So we'll continue to follow that. And lastly, if you have an Apple device, you may be getting a payment this week. So Apple has started sending out money as part of its $95 million settlement over claims that its voice assistant Siri was recording private conversations without permission. So some of those recordings, they were allegedly shared with advertisers, which users say led to ads and,
Jesus Christ, yeah. I'm known for a goddamn voice note. That's why my palm been itching. Yes, they owe me some money.
Okay. That ain't the only thing itching.
Shut up.
This morning. What?
Shut up. Shut up. What? Go ahead, Mimi.
So Apple, though, they are denying that they do, the claims. They say they do not listen, but they settled out of court, and so people should start seeing that money pretty soon if you haven't seen it already. And Google, they also have a similar lawsuit. They agreed to pay out $68 million to settle a claim that their voice assistant is recording users without their consent.
Damn.
Yeah, but a judge has not signed off on the deal, so it's not clear how much money people will get from that one yet. But we all know that phones are listening.
Absolutely. Been listening for years and years.
I feel like they say that they're not, but they really are.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, especially in anything regarding advertising. I think everything else they just keep in case they got to use it against you in the future. I'm serious.
That's true. But with Samsung, it's this is not Apple obviously, but like Samsung phones and the Microsoft phones, it's a feature that you can actually go in the settings and you can turn that off. I haven't seen a setting like an option where you can turn that off in Apple, but you actually can turn it off on Microsoft and Samsung phone.
Interesting. And one last thing to note, that if you so the deadline for Apple for those claims have passed. So if you didn't do it, I think the deadline was in August. Then you.
Well, damn, Mimi.
Yeah, I just want to let people know though. Look out if you did do it because your money's on the way. And if you didn't, if you have a Google phone, you still have time to apply for that one. So, all right, y'all. Well, that is your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV for more stories. Follow the Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com.
And listen, man, we have a special guest coming in the building. He pops up on the Breakfast Club whenever he's in town. Yep. He is currently the governor of Maryland. He's running for re-election. People want him to run for president in 2028. We don't know if he is, but Governor Wes Moore will be joining us.
That's right. If you got questions, 800-585-1051. We'll talk to Governor Wes Moore when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. Mimi Brown is actually sitting in with us right now, and we have a special guest. He pops up all the time, man. He is the governor of Maryland and a potential presidential candidate in 2028, but he's running for re-election. He's running for re-election for governor right now. Mr. Wes Moore is here.
What's going on?
How you
What's
doing?
going on, man? Morning.
Man, I was in the Black Wall Street area of Baltimore a couple weeks ago at Everybody Loves Brunch with the good brother Derek Chase. And the way those brothers and people in that restaurant was speaking so highly of you, man, I was like, wow. Like, they were talking about how much you do for the state and how that impacts, communities like the Black Wall Street area. And you should be proud of that.
Thank you, man. No, listen, I'm proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at someone like D. Chase, who's just been riding for the community. Shout out to D. Chase. And when y'all get down to Baltimore, please go check out Everybody Loves Brunch, his new spot. But I'm proud of Baltimore. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about what was going on in Baltimore in 2022, right? The whole Inner Harbor area was in receivership. Baltimore was averaging almost a homicide a day. That we had over 17,000 vacant homes inside of Baltimore. And we were very clear. It's like, no, we're going to move differently. So we said we're actually going to work with Baltimore instead of against them. Working with the mayor, shout out Mayor Brandon Scott. We're working with community groups, working with local law enforcement, working with business leaders, and say we're going to turn this thing around. Look at Baltimore right now. Again, just 3 years since our inauguration, Baltimore, the state of Maryland, has the fastest drop of violent crime anywhere in the United States of America. The last time the homicide rate was this low in Baltimore, I wasn't born yet.
Wow.
We now have a whole new vision for the downtown Inner Harbor, a whole build out. The Baltimore Orioles are now locked in for a 30-year deal. Preakness, the crown jewel of the Triple Crown, is going to stay inside of Park Heights. And we are going to invest in Park Heights in the way that it's been neglected for a long period of time. It is the 7th fastest growing economy of any major mid-sized city inside the entire country, and is now ranked, according to Forbes magazine, as the 3rd best place for recent college graduates. Like, we are on the move.
Hell yeah.
And so I'm so proud that, like, this is a time where it's like, Baltimore, stand up. And I'm just, I'm thankful for the work that's happening on there.
When it comes to Maryland, they say the polls are showing you still hold a majority approval, but support has softened. How do you respond to that recent polling data?
I don't even pay attention to it.
Where?
You know what I mean? It's like I'm very, listen, I think that people know the work that's happening right now. That since I've been the governor, that we have now added over 35,000 new businesses to the state of Maryland. That we have been able to add nearly 100,000 new jobs. That we just made announcements that's bringing AstraZeneca is making the largest private sector investment in our state's history. That Samsung Biologics is building their first manufacturing unit in the United States. And where are they building it? They're building in the state of Maryland. That the Sphere is coming to the state of Maryland. That we've had historic drops within not just violent crime, but historic jumps when it comes to job productivity. And we were ranked 43rd in the country in unemployment. And now have an unemployment rate that's significantly lower than the national average. So I'm thankful for the fact that, that people seem to like the job that we're doing. And if anybody wants to challenge me, come with it.
And Jeff, what you was talking about, you said Wes was leaving $40 on people's dresses?
Man.
And I'm signing them.
The $40 electric bill
That's right.
that you had. Yeah. How did you come to that number?
Well, what happened was that we said, what is the overall number that we can do to give people a little bit more support? Because right now we keep on hearing from everybody. And I know it's not just a Maryland thing, it's a national thing, but like these energy bills are crazy.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that we've been talking about for the past 2.5 years since I've been the governor, is saying there's a few things we got to do. One, we have to increase supply. That's the reason that I'm so big on saying we've got to invest in solar and wind and nuclear technologies, because that increases supply, which will bring the prices down. That we have to do more to actually get more projects done. We're part of this thing called the PJM grid, which is 13 states. Maryland is a part of that. And they have been ridiculous in terms of how restricted they are in terms of letting projects happen. If projects are not allowed to go through, then what ends up happening is you are then decreasing supply, which is going to jack up prices. And so I've introduced legislation that's not just going to put money back in people's pockets, giving people a rebate on these energy bills, but also saying we've got to increase projects, we've got to increase supply, because that's also going to, help bring people's bills down.
Yeah. Oh, and congratulations, y'all celebrated the major terminal enhancement. I saw it at the ribbon cutting concourse AB.
That's
y'all
it.
Doing y'all thing. That's BWI talk. You know what I'm saying? That's our airport out of Baltimore.
That's
always
right.
doing
Baltimore,
something.
Washington, Thurgood, Marshall,
Yeah.
Airport.
Yeah.
Yes. No,
I
listen.
appreciate
I'm
that.
telling you, I'm loving how things are moving right now. Where it's like, I understand what's going on with our feds, and I understand what's going on with the with the partnership that we have with our federal government, which I can talk about all day. But the thing I love about our state is that in Maryland, like, we're not just pushing back, we're pushing forward. And we just want to show people what good governance actually looks like when you have leadership that actually, loves the people.
I want to go real quick. Maybe I want to go to the $40 energy credit thing real quick. What do you say to people who say that's not enough?
Well, I would say it isn't enough. That we obviously always want to be able to do more for our people, but the best thing that we can do to actually be able to bring prices down is to increase supply.
All right.
I have, and I believe very much in all the above energy approach. That our energy approach includes natural gas, but it also needs to include solar and wind and nuclear. And so when you have these people who are saying, well, we don't want to do, nuclear, or we don't want to do solar, or we don't want to do offshore wind, what you are essentially doing is you're saying, then we're just going to keep on relying on old structures, the same restricted supply. And I tell people it's economics. It's supply and demand. When demand increases, you have to increase supply or prices jump. And so I actually think we need to do all of it. Put money back in people's pockets and increase supply for energy.
Got you.
Governor, Maryland is home to one of the largest number of federal workers, right? And with the government shutdown that already happened and one is now possibly looming, what does that uncertainty look like for the people of Maryland right now?
I mean, it's devastating for us.
Yeah.
We've already had, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance have already fired over 25,000 Marylanders, federal workers. And we're talking about, and people remember, we're talking about federal workers who are doing things like making sure that our food is safe, who are using their talents to try to find the cures to diseases, who are making sure that our planes are not colliding. Right. And these are the people who Trump and Vance went after first. And so any type of impact like that has a disproportionate impact on us. We've had more people fired by this administration than anyone else in the entire country. And also any shutdown happens is devastating for us. But I also know this, is when we're talking about ICE, we're talking about a force that has now increased their funding by 750% over the past year. ICE's funding in 2024 was $10 billion. ICE's funding now, $85 billion. ICE is now the largest law enforcement agency in this entire country, bigger than the FBI, bigger than the ATF, bigger than the DEA. And what are they doing? Arresting 5-year-olds?
Right.
Killing American citizens? And where do people think that money is coming from? That $10 to $85 billion, you know where it's coming from? It's coming from your health care.
Right.
It's coming from food assistance. So, so listen, I am never for government shutdowns because I know it impacts me and my people more than any other governor in this country.
Word.
But I also know this, we can't allow this to keep on happening.
Yeah. So, because right now they're voting, or they were supposed to vote this morning. So would you agree with what Democrats are doing? They're holding out to keep that funding from happening right now as they, try and keep ICE from getting that funding?
I think if the American people knew that your health care just got cut so we could continue to fund the 13th largest military force in the world, they are putting people in our streets who literally weeks ago were sitting on our couch playing video games. And now they're walking around our neighborhoods with guns. Many of these people, they are untrained, they are unqualified, and they're unaccountable. And so I think if the American people know that the reason that food assistance is now getting cut is because we can continue putting together the kind of ridiculous increases and lack of accountability, and then when these tragedies happen, we get gaslit by Kristi Noem. Nah, man. I think the American people would think very differently.
And we know that ICE is a big problem in Minnesota. How big is it in Maryland right now?
It's a problem everywhere.
Yeah.
And we're watching this surge in Minnesota that again does not make sense when you're actually talking about what is the problem you're actually trying to address. But the reality is you are watching how this is taking place in most cities all around the country, and particularly for a lot of our cities, we're the ones being targeted.
I feel like, and staying on ICE, I feel like in this year's midterms, the Trump administration may use ICE, which I believe is just Trump's personal army at this point. I feel like he's going to use them to disrupt or intimidate voters at polling places. Is that a concern for you? And as governor of Maryland, how do you prevent that from happening?
It's a major concern. I mean, like, and they're not even hiding it.
Word.
It's like when they say, "Listen, we'll back out if you give her your voter files." What does one have to do with the other?
Mm-hmm.
They are very clear about what's happening. That there is an intentional disenfranchisement that is now trying to take place. Where, and it's a part of the reason that I've been so hard on this redistricting push in the state of Maryland. When people are like, "Well, it's only one seat," I was like, "It's not about one seat. It's about democracy. And are you willing to fight or not?"
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, and I tell people, it is very personal to me because it's personal to me because there's been no state that has been more impacted by the Trump-Vance administration than the state of Maryland. When you're looking at job cuts, when you're looking at the fact we've had billions of dollars taken away from our balance sheet, we have not received a single dollar in federal disaster relief. In fact, no state that has not voted for Donald Trump has received a dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's personal for that reason, but also it is personal because I am the only black governor in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the third African-American ever elected governor in the history of America. And when I'm watching
every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast
when I'm watching
Club
the way
on
they are
Power
redlining
105.1.
in Texas and Florida and Ohio and North Carolina, ask Jasmine Crockett about the redlining that's taking place in her district. Ask Jim Clyburn. Ask Emmanuel Cleaver, right, about what's taking place. And now they're trying to go after the Voting Rights Act and they want our voter files. Like, guys, they are playing in our face in broad daylight. And so, no, I'm not going to sit down and be quiet. And so I'm really proud of the work that in Maryland right now, the Maryland House of Delegates led by, and shout out to Jocelyn Pena-Melnick, the Maryland Speaker of the House, the first Afro-Latina to ever hold that position, is leading the charge and saying, no, if the rest of the country is going to have a conversation about what does a fair map look like and a map that actually represents the will of the people, then so will Maryland. So it's working its way through the House. And then as it works, makes its way to the Senate, our ask is very simple. Do what the House just did.
Oh, so you are going to do the redistricting?
100%.
Got you.
100%.
You've been very outspoken about that.
Very. And I'm not backing down, and I'm not playing. I'm not going to blink on this one. It's like, y'all, take it to the floor, debate it, make adjustments if you want, but vote. We're not going to let y'all sit behind not voting.
So what do you do as governor? ICE pulls up midterm election day. They got their guns. They have polls. You're hearing stories about them keeping people from voting. What does the governor then do?
Well, I mean, we're already working with our attorney general to make sure that our voting booths are safe and free. Make sure we're protecting mail-in voting, which the president's already said he's going to try to go after. What the president is going to remember is that the president does not have ultimate power. That voting actually is a state function. And so that's why for governors, for attorney generals, for independent voting commissions like we have in the state of Maryland, like we're going to do our job. We're going to make sure we're going to protect the voice of our people. We're going to protect democracy. And we are not going to, we're not going to give up our voter files because we somehow think that that's going to influence anything else you do around us.
Could you break that down for people who don't know? Like when they hear the feds ran up in Georgia and took the voter rolls, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, what it means is that, so when you're looking at the fact that they're looking at the election of 2020. And first, let's put this in context. As if anybody thinks that's a main priority issue. For people trying to pay their electricity bills.
Yeah.
For people who are watching the price of beef go up 21%. And now they're like, and the president's spending his time on the 2020 election? That's his priority? But what they're trying to do now, they're trying to look for infractions for the 2020 election, which, by the way, has already been done. And every single court case that came up on this has been turned down. Every judge that says there's nothing to see here. But the president of the United States, instead of focusing on making sure that life can be a little bit more affordable, instead of focusing on housing prices, is focusing on himself and what happened in 2020. That's the focus of this administration.
Yes, Governor Wes Moore is here. I wanted to ask you, Governor Moore, there were whistleblower allegations involving Maryland's handling of SNAP benefits.
Yeah.
And your office denied it. What do you say to residents who worry about transparency and accountability there?
Well, no, but we were about transparency and accountability. When I first came on board, one of the first people that I hired was a chief performance officer whose job it is and has been working with every single one of our state agencies to make sure we are running an efficient government, to make sure we are addressing any issues of waste or abuse. And if there's issues of criminal behavior or fraud, we make sure we prosecute people in the state of Maryland. So everybody knows that. The thing about this allegation is is, I don't know about what conversations people have. I'm a results guy, and here are the results. When I first became the governor, Maryland was second in the country in SNAP error rate, which means we were one of the highest error rates inside the country. We came in and we said, we've got to deal with this issue and bring this down. Since I've been the governor, the SNAP error rate has dropped by 60%, amongst the fastest drop in the entire country. And we now have additional resources to continue bringing the rate down. So my point is this. I look at results and I look at numbers, and the numbers are showing that our administration has done amongst the best job in the country of bringing down the SNAP error rate, and we're going to keep on doing that.
Would you support an independent investigation to put the issue just fully to rest?
Well, we have this process going on throughout our entire state.
Got you.
Already right now, so we're cooperating with all this stuff, and so I understand that people are trying to pick and find, etc. But the reality is we cooperate with all independent work and also our results show for that.
Right.
Charlamagne brought up earlier about the voter rolls in Georgia. Did the Trump administration come to Maryland and ask for your voter rolls as well?
Absolutely. And I've told them you ain't getting that. For what? What do you need it for? Like it has nothing to do with anything that y'all are doing. It has nothing to do with your work. And so we protect our people's information. We protect our people's data. Listen, they know. Like I always tell people, like, listen, I'm a soldier, y'all. Yeah. I'm a soldier, and we fight for our people. So no, we are not cooperating.
And I don't feel like you told them, nah, you ain't getting that. I feel like you probably told them, man, go off. Go to hell. That's
probably closer. You know what I mean?
Let's take some calls. Who we got on the line, Red? Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning. This is Adele.
Adele?
Yes, sir.
That's that man
name.
That's a man
named Adele. I was thinking the singer. Okay. Good morning, Adele. You got
you know me. I'm Mr. Baltimore two-step.
Hey.
Oh, what's up, Adele? Hey. I didn't know that was your name, but that's what's up. What's up, man?
You got a question for your governor, Adele?
Yes, sir. First of all, Governor Wes Moore, I want to appreciate you for all you do for Maryland. You're doing a great job.
Thanks, brother. Respect.
You do stuff. The brother talked about a good point this morning about the housing prices, and I was wondering, like, what plans do you have that you can do, and what can I do myself? I'm in a townhome right now with a family of 4 of us, and we're just with bills and work and trying to afford even just a down payment for a house, and then the cost for the mortgages are so high in Maryland. I was wondering if you had any plans to make that better, and what role can I play myself, to my family?
So what he's talking about Trump raising the housing prices but lowering the interest rates, right? Or wanting to,
yeah. Hey, Adele, shout out, man, and good to talk to you. It's interesting. I have been probably one of the most aggressive governors in the country since we came on board on housing because, I know that housing plays a really interesting role because housing is the greatest pusher of poverty, housing security in the country. But also the other side is it's also the greatest pusher of wealth. Yeah. Right. So housing kind of sits at the barbell, and part of the reason we put so much focus on it. And we've really been focusing on creating more inventory, creating more options for people to become homeowners, more options for renters to be able to build their homes. Adele, you should actually check out legislation that we got passed that actually helps support not just first-time home buyers, but also renters to put for down payment assistance for them to be able to buy homes. Also, part of the reason that we are focusing on this inventory issue is making it easier for people to be able to build. One of the challenges we've always had was that, there were local land commissioners who were like, no, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. I'm like, how does a local land commissioner have more power than the governor? Yeah. And so I actually signed an executive order last year where I said, I want an inventory of all state-owned land in the state of Maryland. And it just so happens that the state of Maryland owns more land than anyone else in the state of Maryland. And I said, good, I want an inventory of all of it, and I want to be able to build housing on all of it. So I signed an executive order where we said now we're actually working to say, let's focus on things like density bonuses. Let's focus on transit-oriented development. Let's focus on things that particularly on state-owned land where people should not be able to tell the governor, no, we're not doing this, or no, we're not be able to doing that. So you'll see, and we've had a significant increase in not just housing starts, but housing completions and also opportunities to be able to buy into it. So we're working with our local folks to make it happen, but we're not playing. Like, if you want to focus on addressing the issue of poverty, and if you want to focus on the issue of actually increasing wealth, it all comes back to one simple answer: housing.
Thank you, Adele. Line 6 is a Brooklyn school teacher who's using your books in her classroom, Governor. Good morning. Who's this? What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Miss Jane. I am a ELA teacher in Brooklyn, New York, and we currently just wrapped up reading The Other Wes Moore. We are analyzing what shapes a person, their environment, what shapes their identity. And it's so funny because today we have a walk-in tour where we're analyzing 2 different neighborhoods, and the students have to write a thesis. And this is a high school student, by the way, on environment. So thank you for writing such an amazing book that kids in New York City can relate to. And as an English teacher, I think that every English teacher, every English class in Brooklyn should use that book as part of the curriculum for 12th graders.
That's amazing.
Shout out, Miss Jane.
Miss Jane.
Man,
Yeah.
shout out and God bless you. And thank you for your work and your service, too. And shout out to your students, too. I really appreciate y'all. You know, when I wrote that book, I never expected that it would be made curriculum. In fact, I always tell students I feel bad for that because I know how popular mandatory reading was when I was coming up. But you know, you remind me of a conversation I actually had with Wes when I asked him. I said, "So do you think that we're products of our environments?" And
which was?
Sorry.
The other one. Like you talking to yourself? What the hell's going on here?
Because myself just asked myself. No, but yeah, the story is that around the same time that I received a Rhodes Scholarship, that I learned about a guy who was involved in a robbery that killed an off-duty police officer. And the more I learned about this story, the more I learned about him, and his name was also Wes Moore, and the amount of parallels that we have within our life. And I remember I was seeing him, and I asked him, I said, "Do you think that we're products of our environments?" And he looked back at me and he said, "Actually, I think we're products of our expectations." And that always sat with me. And so part of the reason, Ms. Jane, just much love and respect, is because you know, the expectations that we put on our kids, it's amazing how much they either live up to them or how much they live down to.
Yeah.
Man, it's Governor Wes Moore. He's running for re-election of governor of Maryland right now. Potential 2028 candidate. We don't know. I think you got a lot of dope policies in Maryland I think would work on the national level, you know.
Well, I don't disagree with that.
Yes.
I don't disagree with that.
So, you know.
Maryland's a model.
You know.
Maryland's a model.
So always a pleasure to see you, my brother.
Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you. It's Governor Wes Moore. It's the Breakfast Club. Good talk, LL Cool, babe.
Yeah. I'm not dumbing myself down. I'm being myself.
Sources trust.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and everything. The little brown girls look at you and go, "I want to be like you."
Take me through that, take me through that.
The latest with Loren
Take me
LoRosa
through that, take me through that.
on the Breakfast Club.
LL Cool, babe.
Talk to me.
All right, y'all. So before we get to the 50 and Lloyd Banks Fab conversation, real quick, I did want to do a quick update. So we talked about the Blind Side actor. Someone's phone's ringing.
I'm on.
We talked about the Blind Side actor. Quentin Aaron, who has been, you know, he was in the hospital. He was on life support at one time. So yesterday, his family issued a statement. And the statement basically told us exactly what happened. So they said that he suffered a spinal stroke. And they also are telling people, because there's been a lot of reporting around this from people that are like officially a part of his team, and they're upset. They're asking for privacy, and they're saying that if people continue to go on making comments and issuing comments as fact on his behalf, they're going to take legal action. So they're asking people to please just. They ended the statement with peace and love. They want to keep it peaceful and all the love, but they're saying that it's getting to a point now where they've had to come out and tell you guys exactly what happened to him because people keep speaking on it and telling things that are not true.
I think in moments like that, people should say peace, love, and lawsuits.
I like that. I like that.
That matches.
I like that.
Disrespectful.
Very much so. Now, Envy, I know you being Dan's dad right now.
Yes.
So yesterday in the news,
twinkle toes, nigga.
So yesterday in the news, this was a huge story, not dance, but gymnastics. So you guys remember when Jordan Childs went to the Olympics back in 2024? She's a gymnast, right?
Absolutely.
And she had got that bronze medal, and then it was taken from her. Yeah, so a court has just said that they will accept her appeal and go back and look at that video. So the issue here was whether her team called the technicality in time or not, which would have took her from 5th place to 3rd place, and they said that they didn't. But a court is saying that they want to go back and relook at that video video because they believe that it might have actually happened in time. So she might be able to keep her bronze medal.
See, things like
after
this take
all.
so long. Like, why couldn't they do this last year?
No idea.
Things like
But
this
they
take
go
so
through a
long.
process.
they've been through different courts.
Judges, and they got to look at stuff. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, and they take it serious. People are like, well, it's only third. Yeah, that's a bronze medal, and they work very, very hard for that. So I hope she
Yeah.
gets to keep that medal.
Yeah, me too.
I hope
me
she
too.
gets it. Hope she gets it back.
All right, now moving on. So we had Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder here on
Yes,
the
we
Breakfast
did.
Club
The
yesterday.
loudest interview I've ever said in my life.
They got a new podcast called The Real Report coming
Yes.
on the Volume Podcast
Yes,
Network.
the Real Report. It was a great interview, though, but there have been a lot of conversations that have come out of this interview, including a continuing of the whole Lloyd Banks versus Fabulous and who is the bigger artist. So let's take a listen to the conversation we had here with Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo about that yesterday.
I go back to the Fab Banks thing because that is a good conversation because I always looked
I'm going with Banks.
But I always looked at Banks as being
I'm going
fruit
with
on
Lloyd
Fab
Banks.
tree.
No,
Yeah, yo, going with Banks.
Yeah, I'm
you know
going
what
with Banks, and I'm going to tell you why. Banks about to go on tour right now, out the country. Who else is going on tour? They be hating on Banks.
Banks, nobody.
You can't ask a studio.
I gotta ask him.
Of
Banks or
people
Fab?
who's better when they're all friends with Fab. Not saying Fab ain't nice. It's debatable, but I'm going with Banks.
Murder.
Just gonna keep it real. I think it was a point where Banks was that dude at the
Fab
at the time.
wanted to sign with G Unit.
Yeah,
Just
no.
hilarious.
I think it was a
talking
time
about?
where Banks was
Let's stop
like
playing.
killing.
They had
Fab
video games
kept
like
it
that.
going.
Come on,
I
man.
think Banks kind of chilled out.
Cataloging songs. Who's on tour right now? Banks. Fab is not.
Yeah, so yesterday, 50
We need better tables. Our tables shouldn't make that much noise when somebody bangs.
It actually sounds good in the audio, though,
No,
right?
I don't like it. I do it too.
Okay. Well, yesterday, 50 Cent, because he sees everything, he weighed in on the conversation. He reposted the clip and he said, Fab versus Banks. They both write better when it's about girls. They both think they're better than everybody. They both never put in no work themselves. They both are not likely to sell at this point in their career.
Damn.
It is a tie, ladies and gentlemen. They are the same.
Jesus Christ.
I thought Lloyd Banks was G-Unit. Why? What's the...
You don't pay no attention.
Lloyd
Banks. You have no clue. Don't mess with each other for years.
Yeah, but still, he's
There
still
ain't no
supposed
but
to be...
still, 50
No.
don't mess with Banks.
But he's still supposed... I understand that they've always had their things. 50 always throwing these little sideways comments at him.
No.
But I thought...
When
but
have
I
you seen
thought,
Banks and 50 together in the last decade?
You're not going to see it. But my point is, I didn't expect that though. Like
You ain't
I
been paying no
expect at
attention
least him to kind of like.
And that's crazy.
I ain't expect that.
You don't pay no
almost-
attention.
Yeah,
You
none.
saying that is almost worse than me asking where Young Buck at. You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous.
I didn't
And that
know
was
that,
just
but
dumb. Like,
I just thought
Jesus.
that. I mean, I know
Jess.
50. He has no stop. But I was like, dang, like.
I do feel like, as I said when Yayo and Murder was here, I feel like Fab makes better records. He's the better songwriter. He's a better artist. But if you're just talking about bar for bar lyrics, I think they about even to me.
They're comparable. But you know what? People, it's so many different
But- and I
conversations.
say
You could talk
Banks-
about lyricism. You could talk about, like you said, bigger artists, quote unquote. You could talk about making records. Like, there's so many different
Just
ways you can
lyrics,
go with
bar
it.
for bar, I think they about even, but I still got to give the edge to Fab because I always thought that Banks was fruit off Fab's tree. Like he always he was similar to Fab in a lot of ways.
Don't you feel like? Go ahead. What you about to say, Envy?
No, I don't see that. They both kind of came up on the same time, so I don't see like.
No,
you can see that. You can say that with
Banks
Mason
way before
Fabulous.
Banks, man.
Banks was still spitting though. Banks was just doing mixtapes and early G Unit stuff. Banks was
I don't
just
think
like
way
Fab was way before Banks.
I just feel like Fab. I feel like
Banks
Fab
was more
took it
local
further,
than
and like
Fab.
a lot of his songs,
Yeah.
he had bigger songs for longer than
Yes, he did.
Lloyd Banks. I don't think that it was.
I was gonna say he got
was the
better
fruit
records
off of
and
the
he's a
tree.
better songwriter.
We have some Fab and some Lloyd Banks that we can like. Let's take a
We
listen.
don't need to hear no Fab and no Lloyd.
Well,
Banks.
I mean, people be
Please,
acting like they
goddamn
don't
it.
know.
Who is people? Who are these niggas you be talking to?
They online right now.
I don't care about
you
that.
didn't even. You just said that you feel like that Lloyd Fab came before Lloyd. I mean that Lloyd Banks wasn't around early days when Fab was around.
He wasn't. Fab was my first radio interview ever in 2000, 2001.
Fab was
What are you
doing records,
talking
what,
about?
I think like 96, 97.
Literally,
I think Banks came
he
out.
was all over Clue mixtapes in the 90s.
Banks
What
came
are
out
you
I think
talking
in
about?
99.
Well,
You got some
Banks,
Lloyd
but
Banks
they were
hits.
both. They were both.
Lloyd Banks
One's
do
from
got
Brooklyn,
hits.
one's
No,
from
I'm saying
Queens.
you
They
got
were both
some- yeah,
spitting
we do.
early. But like
Lloyd Banks got
Charlamagne
hits.
said, as a bigger artist, yeah, you could say Fab because Fab made bigger records. But as far
But
as
Lloyd
bars, they're comparable.
Lloyd Banks has big records too. I just think people
Not even close to
Nah,
Fab.
yeah, I said it earlier. Fab has a longer run and it's a bigger catalog. But Lloyd Banks does have songs. People like to talk
Name
about
them.
him like he don't.
Name 3 right now.
We got him. Play him.
No, stop. Name three. You name three.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, okay.
I put together
we
the
got
medley.
Donkey of the Day coming up next. Okay, it's the People's Donkey. 1-800.
People do that.
I don't.
That's the same way as when we talked about Mary J. Blige, and I didn't know the song was called. What was the song that we didn't know the name of?
I'm not talking to her.
But I could sing it.
But
I could sing it word for
This is what I do. 1978 bougie ass uncle. I don't want to hear nothing from my little niece right now. Trying to talk to me about things that I grew up on. Okay, are you crazy? You was in the womb when we was out here in these streets.
Y'all think because we don't know the name of the song, we don't know the song. We know it.
This is ridiculous. All right.
Let's talk about the donkey.
The People's Donkey is coming up next. You can call us right now and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid. It's the Breakfast Club.
What is...
It's your time to nominate a donkey of your own.
Remember now, it's how they choose.
Call in now, 800-585-1051.
Donkey of the Day for Friday, January 30th is the People's Donkey. We allow people to call us and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid. So 1-800-585-1051. Who do you want to get the biggest hee-haw to? Good morning. Who's this?
This is Antonio out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, Charlamagne.
864. Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to, Antonio?
Man, hey, I want to get the biggest hee-haw to you and whoever behind playing the music in the morning, man. I listen to y'all every morning when I'm driving down the road to go to work. But my thing with you, you always got to have on some slippers or some slides or something, man, when you coming to work, man. You should be more presentable when it comes to taking the job more serious and stuff.
Where we from, man?
Yeah, we're from that. Where you from the 843 Lower State?
Yeah, but we like to be comfortable in South Carolina, okay? We wear slides all the time, all right? We wear slides to the grocery store. We wear slides, when we just go into the gas station real quick.
Feet or something, man.
You said what?
You got people thinking you got bad feet or something.
I do. I'm 47 years old. What you talking about?
Hey, he just got some new slides.
Hey, and DJ Envy, man, I know you ain't in control enough, but man, it's too much music out here for us to always have to hear the same thing. I can kind of dictate what be coming on the radio every morning.
That is envy. Whenever you hear the same music over and over, it's envy. Whenever you hear something new, it's Sim.
Cause he in love with that G Herbo too shit.
Man, he love that record, man. It's cause he got to represent for his light skins. That's all.
Hey, but I love y'all, man, and Jess. And Loren, man, y'all keep doing y'all thing, man.
Love you too, babe. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Antonio. Thank you. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Jamel Silverback from Warner, New Jersey.
Jamel Silverback. Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw
to? Donkey of the Day goes to all those families and friends that's around me that don't support my movement.
You right.
I'm a producer. I'm also a manager of artists, and I have two businesses, a vegan restaurant in Willingboro and a natural product store, the All Natural Corner and La Luz Vegan. And they don't support. And I'm the front runner, and if you put your support behind me, the blessings is going to be an outpouring because I believe in God, and that's my step forward. But if you don't support me, then we still stay in the same situation and we get nothing accomplished. So those are the donkeys of the day.
Dang.
Because you'd rather pay $5 or $10 to support someone that don't know you as opposed to supporting Deani Star or people like that that's making it and making their way. So the donkey of the day is the people that don't support the movement of those around them that can make the longevity be safe.
That is true. You will find support from strangers before you find support from your own people. But put out your address, man, for the restaurant and tell people where they can come.
We are on 12 Charleston Road, Willingboro, New Jersey, 08046. It's called the All Natural Corner and La Luz Vegan Cafe. And please support Deani Star, D-Y-A-N-I Star. She just dropped a new album called Soulless. And that's what we need, support, man. If we don't support each other, how we gonna make it, man?
Yes, sir.
You're right. Do you know anybody that do vajacials? Since you're in New Jersey, since we talking about support,
You can't pop
I'm looking
your
for
own
somebody
bumps
to
on your
support.
boom boom?
No. It's not about popping no bumps. I'm not about to go in there with no tweezers and get no ingrown hair, Charlamagne.
I don't know why you asking this man this, but thank you for calling, sir. I don't know why that was.
Because he talking about support. People don't support. I'm looking for a black person to support to do the vajacial.
Good morning. Who's this?
This Trav. What's up, y'all?
Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
Trav. Damn.
Who you want to give the biggest hee-haw to, Trav?
To some people in the city of Philadelphia who is out here stealing people parking spots, knowing they didn't dig not one bit of snow. If you didn't dig any part of the snow, don't be stealing people parking spots.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't like that. No, man. Them people work hard. What? They work hard, man. That ice be cold.
Hold on.
People ain't got
I went outside. Hold on. I went outside with my shovel. I dug my spot out. 2 hours of back-breaking work. And then somebody who didn't dig anything comes and takes my spot?
Yeah, but it's not your personal spot, is it? It's just a parking space.
If I worked hard to dig it out.
Once I dig it out, until the snow melt, it's my spot.
Let me ask you a question, Trav. Think about all the men you dug out in your life. Is that your bunkie? Just because you dug it out?
Spot.
I know that's right.
In there for 2 months.
You better claim that ass. That's right. It's my property. I dug it out first.
So Ducky today goes to them, y'all. Hee-haw. Hee-haw.
Have a good day, Trav. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Cord.
Cord? Corey. Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to, Corey?
Man, I got to give it to Jess Hilarious, yo.
Damn, what I do?
Hey, you disrespecting the 757. Richmond ain't part of the 757. That's the 804.
All right, what y'all is?
We the 757 out here in Portland.
Okay, so Richmond is 804, you said?
804.
Okay.
Not only that, but you got to learn how to pronounce the cities around here. It ain't Norfolk, it's Norfolk.
What?
First of all, if you calling up here telling Jess Hilarious how to pronounce something.
No, he ain't say nothing about reading.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
I'm just saying.
He said pronouncing, y'all.
You shouldn't even take that. You shouldn't even take that personal that she can't pronounce anything.
Now,
okay?
Norfolk. All right, Norfolk. All right, that's fine. I'm not from there, so I don't say it like that. Sorry. Now, I pronounce every letter in the word.
He should get it too, Chef, because he went to Hampton, so he should know.
He should know. He should know. But my bad. I'm sorry about that. I ain't mean to group y'all in with Richmond. Y'all 757. They the 804. My bad.
Yes, man. All right. You have a good one, all right?
All right, my brother. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, my Breakfast Club family. It's Mr. 13 and a half. Good morning, Canada. Good morning, Netflix.
Lovey. What's up, brother? Who you want to get the biggest hee-haw to?
As much as I love my Breakfast Club family, I have to give it to Envy. Envy, you caused some internal beef.
What happened?
Envy said on the air, my daughter would not want to date somebody like me, and she's been in my ear. I want to meet Envy. Where's Envy's car show? I want to talk to her. My daughter loves me just like your daughters love you. So she wants a public apology. She wants to meet you.
Somebody want me.
Oh yeah, Envy not even here right now. Okay, I get what you're saying. So why you got to give a public apology though?
She want to be a DJ. Why she want to be Envy?
No, because Envy said on air that my daughter would not want to date someone like me.
Oh,
so
okay, I get what you're saying.
Okay. And my daughter heard it.
Gotcha.
So she's been in her feelings ever since.
Yeah, so she want to get at Envy for talking about her daddy like that, basically.
I know that's right.
Yeah, she don't want to get at, because I told her it's love. I told her we family too. But my daughter's my firstborn. She's like, I want to meet Envy.
I get
tell her. You know what I mean?
I get it.
She trying to step to him. That's
no. She's not doing that.
Nah, she gonna step. Nah, she gonna step.
She know it's all love.
Well, we appreciate you, Lovey. Thank you for calling.
Appreciate you, Kane.
All right, peace. Listen, we do that every Friday as the People's Donkey. You can call us 1-800-585-1051 and give somebody the credit they deserve for being stupid. But also, man,
I didn't mean to go at Lovey like that. I was just saying
what you were saying.
Lovey,
you definitely went at him.
This is gonna be a tough one.
And daughter.
Lovey has a.
You know you can shut up.
You're right.
You can shut up. Like, you don't have to say what you were
Lovey's
about to say.
a long time listener. He has a.
That's not what you was about to say. Now I got to say what you was going to say.
You wanted to point out his inches that bad, that quick. Damn, we talking about his daughter.
That quick.
No, but that's why I said it. That's why I said it, because he seemed like he just. Let's go into.
Shut up, man. First of all, it's Friday, so you know what that means. It's Freaky Friday. Listen, our dear sister Jess Hilarious is in need this morning. She needs some maintenance on that monkey. Okay, she came in and said she had acne on her vagina this morning.
First of all, I did just come in and say
pimples on the poom poom, bumps on the box.
I was asking who out there does offer the services of giving a vajacial.
Because you got acne on your vagina.
No, because I have ingrowns. I did say acne. Thank you for correcting me, but I did not say pimple, zit, or pusk. And y'all being clowned out right now.
Well, I've gotten to the bottom of the situation, though, Envy.
Y'all got the world thinking that I got an STD, and I
didn't say nobody no STD.
Yes, you did.
You said you had zit on your vagina. Now listen. She's been talking to the other women in the room, Loren LoRosa, Mimi Brown, Taylor, and they're talking about things like bush bombs. I just told you that you need to exfoliate because I get waxed.
And I didn't know that. He told
I
me something
exfoliate
new.
after waxing.
He got his little veg wax yesterday.
Clean.
And his person
Bussy
told him
clean
to-
and did.
You exfoliated
That boy
both.
Bussy clean.
I know that.
Okay.
Now
but-
I've never heard of anybody exfoliating their pubic area. I just feel like the skin down there is so thin, and I feel like that's like grounds to have that itch burning.
But she's learned about bush bombs this morning.
Yeah.
Fur oil. I heard her say something about what did you say? Sugar scrub?
Sugar scrub.
Sugar scrub.
I will talk like that.
So,
yes, a sugar scrub.
What I think happened.
What?
Here you go.
I think that there's a little fun time happening, in the last couple of days.
Uh-huh.
And, husband went down there and was like, damn, you got a new piercing? But it was a hard bump. Yeah.
It's a little prickly. That might have been the ones I scratched.
Yes.
Going over and
Can I ask you a question?
Because Jess acting like it's Valentine's weekend. She got to get that thing right.
I got to get it together. My husband ain't here. I got to get it
Do you
together.
go to Chris? Like, sometimes I get a pimple. I be like, babe, can you pop this? Do you go to Chris and be like, hey, can you pop that?
this
like,
pimple
You're not supposed to pop an ingrown. You're supposed to go in there with the tweezers and get the hair, but I'm not letting him do that. I need somebody who specializes in vajacials. I need the steam treatment. I need y'all to go in there and get these, I need a whole makeover for the pubic area.
So could y'all please call up and please tell our dear sister Jess Hilarious how to maintain her monkey?
Stop making it sound like
800-585-1051. If you have a bumpy box or
Yes,
you have
man.
a pimple poom poom,
You got pimples
call
on the
us up
poom
right
poom.
now.
Please call us.
800-585-1051.
Y'all being some clowns.
I got a good one I want to say, but I can't because it's the radio.
Bet not.
Oh my goodness.
Zits on the. What Ron
All right.
Made it. It's Freaky Friday. Goddamn.
Hey, look, where are my freaks at?
Call in now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday.
This is not freaky. I don't know what y'all talking about. This is actually nasty.
Well, no, it's freaky because you need some monkey maintenance. Right? Because you came in this morning, you said you had acne on your vagina, but then you corrected yourself and said it was ingrown hairs.
It was ingrown, yeah. So why are we even going back to when I say acne? Let's just start from when I say ingrown.
No, because everybody still thinks that you had pimples on the poom poom. That's what people remember.
I never said pimple.
You said you had zips on the.
Hey, yo, he is wild. I never ever, y'all. I'm not dirty.
She didn't say that?
Stop, y'all.
Then you know what somebody in the chat just said?
What?
They said you probably got it when you had diarrhea and kept running to the toilet.
Damn!
No, I've had diarrhea so many times in my life, and I do not wipe it. I wipe the right way, so ain't no from
But did
back
you lace
to
the
front.
toilet?
Did you lace the toilet?
Always. I
clean
lace
it off?
every toilet except mine
Something
at
jumped
home.
off the toilet and jumped
Absolutely.
on.
What are we talking about? No, I don't have
There's a correlation.
none of that.
See,
There's no bacteria. Nothing bacteria is involved. This is strictly on the surface of the pubic area.
Well, we just
Ingrown.
need people to call in and give Jess some tips on how she can
Assholes,
prevent the pimples on the poom poom. I told her just to exfoliate because I get waxed. I get waxed, and after you wax, you got to exfoliate down there.
I didn't know that you could exfoliate.
Yes.
Down there.
Yeah, I shave and I don't have any problems. But let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Anyway.
Hello, it's Asia.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Can you help
Please
Jess
help
out?
Jess, please.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to get a vajacial, my friend, she does the waxes, and she does that in the Bronx, and she will.
I wouldn't go to the Bronx. I wouldn't get my.
Don't do that. Don't hate on them businesses in the Bronx. Don't do that.
It ain't even that. It's
Don't do
getting
that.
there. I hope I get there. Like,
Nah,
no.
she sounds like a friend doing this in somebody's
It's
apartment.
an Uber, it's a car lift, it's everything. You can get there, girl.
What's the name of the place?
Will I be safe?
It's Kenya's Beauty Bar.
Kimya's Beauty Bar.
Kemya, Beauty Bar.
Write that down because we may hear the Bronx is crazy, but we don't hear that the boxes in the Bronx is bumpy.
Shut
That's
up.
true.
Shut
That's
up.
true. The roads are bumpy, but not the boxes. Okay.
In the Bronx. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Hello, who's this?
My name is Inira.
Ira.
Please help Jess this morning. She needs some monkey maintenance. Do you have any tips or
Help our sis.
where she can go?
I do. My friend Annalisa gave me a suggestion a few months ago. She suggested almond oil. That really helps because it loosens up the hair.
Also, I recommend tea tree oil. So both of those together, they definitely help to bring everything to head, and it's a really good combination.
But
what about
car oil? I'm going to shut up. Almond oil I'm going to use because yes, that's what I need. The hair loosened up. Like yo, when them ingrowns. Yeah. Oh my god, girl, thank you.
The tea tree oil is good too. I use tea tree oil on my face too.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because it helps. It helps the hair not to get trapped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it helps like infections too. So with all that stuff.
Yeah, you got hair trapped in your pubics. That's all.
I do. It's trapped. Yes, it
is.
And it don't feel good, yo.
Trapped in the pubics is crazy.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up? This is Anonymous from Atlanta.
You don't have to be anonymous, sir. It's on radio. Nobody can see you.
Tell us about your body.
I'm making sure with this. I'm making sure. But yeah, back in the day, my mom, she would get these ingrown hairs on her chin, right? So when I was a kid, instead of using the tweezers, I just go up and bite them. You know what I mean? I bite them right on out, pull them right from the source.
You said
so I probably do the same thing with this. It should be good. It's just a new area for me.
Wait a minute. You said, what?
That man told you that you got mama chin coochie.
I know. You ever see the hairs on your grandmother chin?
You got grandma chin coochie, Jess?
Yes, the chin stubble is crazy. Chin stubble is crazy down there.
This is crazy.
Listen, I was about to relax it, like permit and then get it out, yo. Them hairs are stubborn.
They say that mama chin coochie hitting the streets. The streets say that mama chin coochie hitting, man.
If you're just joining us, Jess
better
came into work
get it
today with some
together.
problems.
Yes, man. She got razor bump box. Okay.
Let's do it the right way. Let's do it the right way.
I like that better. That's still clowned out, but I like that better.
Let's do it the right way. It's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday. We're just in here trying to get our good sister Jess Hilarious tips on having a razor bump box. Okay, she told us this morning that she had acne on her vagina. We corrected the situation. We now know it was ingrown hair.
Yes. And the hair is very stubborn. It's like the chin stubble that your grandmother be having, and that hair fights back. Okay, so I just need somebody to give me a nice wax and then steam me afterwards. Exfoliate now that I can always. I know now that you can do that without ripping your damn skin off. But exfoliation and then go in there one by one and get them ingrown bumps. There's like 6 of them. I hate it.
Please. Good morning. Who's this?
To the phone lines. Hello.
Hey, good morning. This is Antoinette. Hey, Jess.
Hey, girl.
I'm making draft TV first because last time you cussed me out.
Oh my God! I did not cuss you out.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Envy. Hey, Charlamagne.
Peace.
Good morning.
Oh my God.
Okay, Jess. First of all, when you go and get you a Brazilian, anytime you do any type of wax or any type of sugar, any type of hair removal, you have to exfoliate your skin because our body makes up 37 trillion cells per second, basically. We have nothing but cells in our body that needs to be exfoliated. So if you don't slough off those dead skin cells, your hair just don't do anything but just get trapped up under your skin. So yes, you want to make sure you exfoliate your skin on the regular because that's how we stay youthful and how we stay looking young and our skin stay rejuvenated.
Right. How often do you do that? How often do you exfoliate?
You can do it 2 to 3 times a week, but you don't want to over exfoliate your skin because again, like our skin is our barrier. It's what helps us protect from the environment.
I do it twice on the face and the pubes.
Yeah, so
but see, he got rougher skin. I already know his little vagina down there is strong. Like his little pubic area is packing with the power.
First of all,
so you can exfoliate all the time. You exfoliate right after you hopped off the wax table.
What if your husband tells you that he wants to try some new toys in the bedroom this weekend and he brings out tweezers?
That would be great. That would be great. I don't have to do it. Come on, motors on, Chris, please. Shoot.
Another thing too, Jess, when you get your hair removal service, we always tell you, you know what I'm saying, you grown, you do what you want to do, but you do supposed to wait at least like 24 hours before you actually anticipate doing anything like sex or in the swimming pool, anything of that nature. But remember, your skin is your biggest organ on your body, and you want to make sure that you take care of it. So anytime you do any type of hair removal, you always want to make sure you exfoliate, and you always want to make sure that you hydrate down there. A lot of people think they're not supposed to maintain that area, but it's still your skin. So take care of it like you would take care of anything else.
Poor Chris got another job.
So much.
I mean, just a hard-working Mexican man.
Yes,
I tell you, always got to do some yard work, even in the house.
Hello, who's this?
This is Peachy from Kissimmee.
Hey, Peachy.
Hey, good morning.
Peachy. Good morning.
Give our good sister Jess Hilarious some tips on how to keep her peach pure.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that piece is very special. So you have the 3 steps to that. Now, the first one is to have like a 5 blade, the 3 blades to shave, or, with the electric one. But you can't go against the grain. Plus, also, you can't go like every day. And when you do, clean up down there, you make sure you put a little alcohol.
What?
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
Alcohol down there.
Yes, that's why you have to bump.
Y'all trying to burn a bitch up for real.
No, that's how you prevent ingrown hairs. The tea tree oil is real good too, like she said earlier. Yes, alcohol, all that.
What about witch hazel? I'm not
never
doing
used
that.
witch hazel. Alcohol, tea tree oil, those are
now,
good.
witch hazel's cool. It just don't burn. Witch hazel's good.
You have to treat it too.
That's crazy, man. All right, well, thank you.
What's the moral of the story?
Did she tell me, shut up. Did she tell me not to go every day, not to shave every day? Who is out here shaving every day?
Yeah, if you got to shave your poom poom every day, man, just get it lasered. That's crazy.
Nah, I ain't doing all
They
that.
say laser hurts. They say a lot of people say laser hurt, and it's very expensive. So there are people that shave every day, though.
They in the chat playing with me. Somebody say, I walk a bumpy road.
That's true. You should try.
What's the moral of the story,
You
guys?
should try Tin Skin. The moral of the story is, man, this is a very informative show.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, somebody in the chat says, Charlotte, shut it. If you don't have a vagina, you don't know what's meant to go down there. First of all, Bumpy, Box, Jordan, Nick, okay, I get waxed as well. And I exfoliate down there to prevent ingrown hairs. We're talking about something that's actually universal. It doesn't matter if you have a vagina or a penis. It's about shaving down there. Okay,
and Jordy, we don't know what he has down there. His pussy's down there, and that's clean too. So
we don't know what Jordan got down there. It's 2026. She might be. She might have the GMO. We don't know if she got the GMO or the organic. We have no idea. She might have a genetically modified poom poom.
All right, man. When we come back, we got Pastor Arce. Nyla will be joining us, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Go.
Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
Big Nyla, Symone, Nyla Billum, Study Brewster.
Oh my, you gotta stop putting the government out there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just sliding that in. No, the other one. It's okay.
Brewster.
He be like first and last. And go ahead and give him my social security number while you at it.
My
Jeez.
bad.
I want to start with actually one of your nieces, Michaela, just dropped the record.
Hey.
And for those who are, Michaela just dropped a new record called Remedy, and her birthday was last week. So make sure you wish her happy birthday.
Happy belated.
My niece so talented, man.
Michaela.
I can't wait till she can get in the studio where she can stand up because she's so tall. So every time she records, she always sitting down. When she can actually stand up, y'all gonna really hear something.
Why?
She's the hoop, though.
I don't think so.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
She's super girly.
She gives me a Coco Jones vibe. I like. Yeah, I love her voice.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you finally supporting her after all these years. It's about time.
I played every single Michaela record on radio.
Okay.
Anyways, I think I seen you on the cover of Forbes. I think it said something about how much.
Relax,
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
While somebody in the chat was asking me, Jess, would you bump this? Hey, yo, they tried it because of my ingrown.
All right, my next record, keeping it in the R&B vein. Ari Lennox dropped a project last week. And this record is called High Key.
Ari's so fire, man.
That was JD? JD did that?
I don't think he did
and
that one.
Michael Cox?
No, they got 2 on there, though.
Why is she not promoting this project? Why isn't she out doing promo tours? Yo, this music isn't going to sell itself. And I know that, we could put a lot of blame on labels and things like that, but artists still have to go out there and do their thing because she's phenomenal as an artist.
Yeah. I haven't seen no album promo for this project. I see split reviews online. Some people say they love it. Some people don't really like it.
It just came out today, though, right?
No, it came out last Friday.
Yeah. Last Friday.
But you don't even know. And you a DJ.
I just seen her saying that she was at Grammys. I seen her doing a lot of Grammy events, but I didn't know.
I feel like we need to find a sweet spot between working with the OGs and then still making it feel like now.
She has a very unique voice, so
she does.
She has a genre of her own. That
she does. It's so easy.
I'm to the point of sounding like right now, and right now I don't even know how to take care of their vaginas. Like they got ingrown hairs, they got zips on their poom poom, acne.
This show is so
why do you tell
unreal.
these guys anything? I don't even
this is a whole nother segment about music, not bumps.
There's a happy marriage that can happen.
Continue on, Nyla, please.
All right, yeah. Don Toliver just dropped his album today. Now I didn't get to listen to the full project, but this is the single ATM.
I don't care what I'm doing. I love Don Toliver. You can put Don Toliver on any time of the day and I listen to it. I love him. And then not to mention, I'm also a Toliver because that's my husband's last name. So, but I love Don Toliver.
Juan Toliver.
No, it is Tito Juan Toliver. You don't know? They call him TJT. But listen, salute to Don Toliver. He's a dope artist, and you know I'm old enough to remember Don Toliver being outside of the radio station, being outside of the Breakfast Club. You know, with young Josh back in the day, passing out CDs. You know what I mean? Like literally, like passing out CDs, just trying to be heard. So to see artists like that have the success that they're having now, salute to them brothers.
He put in the work, absolutely.
Definitely.
How's Josh doing? How's young Josh doing? I haven't heard from him in a minute.
Yeah, he hasn't called the radio station in a while. Remember when Don was up here, we asked him about Josh. I forgot what he said, but yeah, salute to Don Toliver.
Definitely salute. Okay, my last record is off of IDK's new project that he just dropped. I think it's actually a mixtape, not an album, but he got a record with Black Thought, and honestly, he got a lot of crazy like features on this project.
I know he got washed on that.
It's a I mean, yeah.
He got watched when the record he put Pusha T on. Why you doing this to yourself?
But I will say, I do like the fact that he's even standing next to them. The fact that he can even get these guys on a record kind of.
I appreciate it, but boy, you be getting washed on a lot of your own records.
Man, this is P.O. Black Thought.
You know what, IDK? IDK, I would have did the same thing. I would have been like, you know what, Black Thought? Yeah, that's your beat. He's
the same that was bumping back in the day.
That was fire. That was hard.
Down the street,
I would do the same. If I was in the studio with Black Thought and I heard him do that, I'd be like, God damn.
Also, to be fair, IDK does have a rap verse on the record. We just didn't play it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How is his record? You don't play his verse.
Exactly.
Because
that
it's
says
Black
a lot,
Thought.
doesn't
It's
it?
It says a lot about.
You did the same thing when you played this IDK Pusha T record. You did the exact same thing. You played Pusha T, but didn't play IDK.
If you got hitters on your project, I gotta highlight the person that's coming crazy.
Because
you have to start with the little bum bum.
Yeah, I mean Black Thought,
IDK,
arguably the best rapper.
We rooting for you, IDK. You know, for you to sacrifice yourself on these records and get bodied for our listening pleasure. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, well, his name is I don't know. So like, what do y'all?
I didn't know. Yes, you did. You knew that was gonna happen.
If you guys like the records, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Nyla Symone. Nyla Symone with a Y, NYLA SYMONEEEE. You guys know J. Cole's album is dropping next Friday. I'm having an album listening party at the Brooklyn Public Library.
Hey.
We sold out within 3 hours, and I have some special guests who are going to be in the building as well.
Congratulations, Nyla.
Yeah.
Boss going to be there?
No, I haven't spoke to Boz in a minute, actually. But, you know, we do have some special guests. It's going to be really, really cool. So make sure you guys tap in with Certified Vibe.
All right. Now, when we come back, today is Kid Cudi's birthday. We're going to start with Day and Night.
Let's start off with his version. Don't play the Jim Jones version, yo. Don't do that on his birthday. Just play his version, and that is it. Because
Envy from New York.
I know, but Kid Cudi would not appreciate it.
Thank you, Nyla.
Please,
let's get to it next. It's the Breakfast
He's not going to appreciate it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Mimi's here, also Loren LoRosa. Give us an update. What's going on with Don Lemon? He got arrested?
Yeah, he got arrested last night in Los Angeles by HSI. Lauren and I were trying to figure out exactly what happened.
Well, wasn't it the charge from when he went inside the church?
They haven't said exactly
it's
what
not,
the charges are yet.
It's not confirmed yet, but the reporting is being shaped as if it is stemming from that because it was.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Because they're saying that it was HSI, which is ICE, Homeland Security Investigations, that arrested him. I did email them trying to figure out what's going on. I think I've called his attorney. I think I found a number for his attorney. They released a statement, and his attorney leans into the whole ICE information too. You want to talk about the statement?
What is the ICE information?
The ICE information for what happened with the protesters in Minneapolis?
I thought it was the Ku Klux Klan law, which is some crazy ass law that I've never even heard of until this situation, right?
That you can't go in churches and stuff like that.
You can't go in, so there's the Ku Klux Klan law, and then there's the FACE Act. So they're basically, that's what the protesters were both, accused of. It says Don Lemon was taken into federal custody last night in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. He's been a journalist for 30 years. He's protected by his work that he did in Minneapolis. It was no different than what he says and what he's always done. And the First Amendment exists to protect journalists whose role it is to shine a light on the truth and hold those in power accountable. There is no important time for people like Don to be doing this work. There's not a more important time. So,
and he also calls out the agents too. He says that there's other things that they should be focused on right now.
Yes. like the arrest of the federal agent who killed Alex Preddy.
Yeah.
Is he out yet, or Donham is not out yet? He hasn't got bail or nothing like that.
No, we don't know anything. All we know right now is that he's in custody. That's literally all we know.
I hope y'all know that none of this is normal. We are under a full authoritarian regime at this point. When you see journalists, being arrested for doing their jobs, when you see, the unconstitutional things that ICE agents are doing, we're just under full authoritarian regime.
Yeah.
I just need you to know that. And the only way to prevent this from fully taking over is to resist on all levels.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, today is supposed to be an ice out day, and I don't know why I found out about it today.
What are you talking about?
The day that it was supposed to ice out day.
What are we talking about? Because my husband is taking me to lunch today. So we're talking about ice out.
But it's supposed to be a bomb. It's a blizzard dropping again, right? It's something.
Oh, the weather.
Why you say it like it's a big
What the hell is going on here?
Jersey
is very dangerous.
It's time to get up out of here. I'm at my first convention of the year, my daughter's dance convention. Brooklyn already danced, and when I say killed it, destroyed it, it's like I said, this is to me, this is better than watching Logan play football and Jackson play soccer or basketball. Just watching.
Damn, well, I hope you're not listening.
Way to give your kids some goddamn some hope. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you
goddamn.
I'm gonna tell you, I enjoy it. But the reason I like this more is there's not too many black girls out here on these conventions. So it's almost like when they do dance, I feel like they're dancing for the whole community. And they get busy and they show and prove today. Brooklyn, she did some stuff that I don't think aliens could do. She did backflips on one hand because I don't watch them rehearse. I don't want to see it until they have full outfits, full everything ready. So today was the first day I seen her. I started crying, man. They was like, "Whose kid is that? That's my kid."
This and it was like aliens can't even.
Imagine how you feel when Logan is out there knocking down all the white women in your community. You feel the same thing, like he's doing something that no other black man is doing.
And Logan getting reparations.
Hey, what are you talking about?
We call that reparations, sir.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what that is.
Right. Okay, all right.
No, okay. I don't know what Logan's knocking down. It's not my business, not my concern. I don't know. I just hope to make sure he just protects himself, so I don't have any grandkids. But anyway,
shout out
to
the
positive note,
baby.
please.
Shout out to London, New Orleans. What is it? Shout out.
No, it's
to
London and Brooklyn. They both dance today. London dances in a little bit, and tomorrow Brooklyn did hers first thing this morning, 7 o'clock this morning. And where you at this weekend, Jess?
All right, so I'm home this weekend, but I'm actually hopefully getting the vacation this weekend. But February 20th and 21st, I will be in Richmond, Virginia. 804. I'm sorry, I said 757 yesterday. You almost bit my head off. 804, Richmond, Virginia. Your girl will be there the third weekend in February 20th and February 21st. We got 4 shows at the Richmond Funny Bone Comedy Club. So get your tickets if you have not yet. JessHilariousOfficial.com. And also after that, I'm coming to the Carolinas. So get ready, y'all.
All right. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Positive note. Listen, I just want to tell people that saying someone is ugly doesn't make you any prettier. But it also don't mean you lying. Have a great weekend.
God damn.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.